3-head matchup here. What have you seen from him at the start of fall camp and just everything with him? Because a lot's been made of him reshaping his body along with everybody else in the league.
Yeah, most importantly, he's doing a great job being the leader. He's showing the young guys how it's done. He's leading by example. He's doing a great job in the classroom, great job in the community. Right now, he's OU. He's one of our elite guys, doing everything right. His body's changed. He's accepted, the new techniques that he's playing. He's always been the big run stopper, like I've said in the past. But now he enjoys getting after the quarterback, doing a lot of different things, movement-wise up front. And right now, he's hitting on all cylinders.
Is there anybody in your room you've noticed, like physically, they've changed a lot over the offseason, maybe shed weight or bulked up at all?
Honestly, our skinny guys are gaining weight, our big guys are losing weight, so it's been good. In particular, I'm just happy with the way our young guys have embraced Kristen and Corey and their staff and have bought into everything that they're doing. And we have young guys that have gained 20, 30 pounds in 2-3 months, and we have big guys who's lost 10, 15 pounds and also gained muscle mass, so that's good. So that's just a tribute to what Kristen and Corey are doing, and they got a great program and those guys are following it.
Sounds like probably kind of an obvious question, but how important is that body composition piece, that strength, just guys being in shape? How important is that for them to be able to play?
Well, because of the way we're going to play on defense, we're going to be relentless, and guys are going to have to run to the ball no matter where the ball is. We're going to attack in waves, so we're going to play a lot of guys, so everyone has to be in shape and playing 100 miles an hour. So we have to train that way, we have to practice that way, and practice is everything. You know what I mean? So everything, the way we're going to do things in the game is the way we're going to do it in practice. So those guys are getting themselves ready.
You guys who are up here really stayed on the theme of just getting 1% better every day. Have you seen this as a team that has really taken to that mentality of not getting beyond what is right in front of them?
Absolutely, and right now we're just focusing on being where we are. And we're just taking it one day at a time, trying to stack one practice after one practice and just getting better each day. Trying not to, look too far ahead, just taking it one day at a time and focusing on the day.
How important is this month from a scheme perspective of getting guys where you want to be?
Well, they just got to know what they're doing, right? That's all it is. And, we're going to be patient with them. It's new for everybody. It's new for the coaches. Myself, Coop, Rob, who haven't been in this defense before. So everyone's learning, so it's good that we're all learning at the same time. And those guys are picking it up well, and they enjoy the defense, and they're playing fast and making a lot of plays.
You have a young group at your position group like you do. How do you know when a guy's ready to live in the trenches?
I mean, you don't know until the real bullets are flying, but we're going to get them prepared, and the best way to get them prepared is, like I said, is through practice. So if they can make it through practice and play at an elite level in practice, we feel like they can go out there and play on Saturdays and help us.
Can you think back to your time at Temple as a player, like when you kind of made that jump from reserve to starter?
Well, I tell all those guys all the time, like I'm a perfect example of someone who, was with a previous coaching staff, and then Coach Rule and the staff came in, and it was a totally different atmosphere, totally different style, discipline, culture, and I can give those guys examples of what I went through. So I know exactly what they're going through, but I push them through it and try to, help them with the mistakes that I made as a young guy, trying to adapt to a new culture and making sure they don't do the same things.
What clicked for you? Was it mental, physical?
Just realizing that the culture is not going to change. The guy has to change. So, as a young kid, I was stuck in my ways, thinking I knew everything, doing things my way. The culture didn't change, and, not being on the field, hurt me the most. So I, wanted to get on the field, and I wanted to buy into the culture and not let my teammates down. So our guys right now, we don't have guys that, take air out of the room. So, our guys are just locked in right now and doing exactly what they're told to do.
How difficult of a matchup is Minnesota, especially for a defensive line unit like yours, just going up there to start the season against a program that tries to control the line of scrimmage both ways like this?
I think whenever it's a conference opponent, it's going to be tough, right? And we understand that, in this conference, you got to be able to stop the run. Minnesota's a team who runs the ball well. They have a good O-line, they have good blocking tight ends, and they're going to be downhill. So, we have to accept the challenge. But right now, our guys are just focused on taking it a day at a time. We're focused on the run game. We're focused on the run game in practice. When we get the pass rush, we're focused on pass rush. But right now, we're taking that a day at a time. But as the coaches, we know what we got to get them prepared for, and we understand that going on the way, first game of the season, Big Ten opponent, we know it's going to be a hostile environment. It's going to be a tough game. And first game of the season, everyone's going to be excited, so it's about what team goes out there and is the most disciplined.
We talked to Roquan, and he mentioned how
the mobility exercises was something that's really helped him, be more explosive, be able to get off the line a little quicker. Is that something you've seen in him, and have you kind of emphasized making sure those guys are a lot more mobile?
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a guy who, like I said before about him, you only got to tell him one time to do something, he does it right. So I told him, hey, work on your flexibility. He does everything he needs to do to work on flexibility. And it's starting to rub off with the rest of the group, which is good. And his leadership plays off in a different way. He's not a big vocal guy like Ty Robinson is, but the way he works and when he does speak, the guys listen. So, he's a guy that, when Coach Rue say, hey, this is how it's done, he's going to do it that exact way. And he's a perfect example of a guy who hasn't played football around here, who's trying to do everything he can to get on the field.
Anything else for Coach? All right.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.